Yo, what's good? What's good? Welcome to the Epic Entertainment Critics. I am Antoine. So I see I'm streaming. So they revealed the Batmobile today. And so they got some pics from all the set photos. Well, a few set photos from all different angles. I give them that. It ain't just one angle. They gave us all different angles of the Batmobile, Batman standing by it, and I'm gonna do a little reaction for it. But before I do that, I got intro. All right, I'm back. So, all right, I looked at these photos of the new Batmobile, and yeah, I'm gonna give you my thoughts on it. Excuse me. First, um, the new Batman movie is coming out in 2021 next year, next summer. So it's a while for it's gonna come out. They really just started filming it. I don't know why it took this long because they took so long with the negotiation and Warner Brothers had a big falling out with Ben Affleck. Well, I wouldn't call it a falling out, but Ben Affleck decided not to do it. The whole DC universe is kind of, I don't know what happened. Um, so it was like they had to get all their internal problems together before they can move forward with any more big movies. That was kind of the delay with this. So they finally got all that hashed out. They got a new director, Matt Reeves. He directed the what's that? The Planet of the Apes series, the new Planet of the Apes series, and so then they got the new actor, Robert Pattinson. Everybody know him as Edward from Twilight. I know that don't make people feel good, but after Twilight, Robert Pattinson been putting in some work in small films and really, showing that he can act. Um, he ain't just another pretty face. I mean, that's what he kind of wanted people to know. So he did some good work. I was cool with his acting. And, I didn't have a problem with him after Twilight because to me, Twilight was more of the writing, not the actors, except for the female lead. What's her name? What's her name? Kristen Stewart. Except for Kristen Stewart, I thought her acting was horrible. And then some people say, "Oh no, that's the way she's supposed to act." Nah, I don't want to hear that. Yeah, I can't give her a pass. I give him a pass. I can't give her a pass. That was horrible. Anyway, um, so Robert Pattinson's the new Batman, and so we're gonna look at this Batmobile. I got another video when we looked at the first reveal of the bat suit. So I like that they keeping us in the loop on this on the Batman stuff, but excuse me. So they just gonna kind of release it as they doing it, a little bit at a time. So here's a look at a first image of the Batmobile. So they get me right there. They got Batman. I see him standing by the Batmobile. Looks cool. He looked cool, but we ain't here to talk about him. We already did the video about Batman. Let's talk about that Batmobile. All right, so it looks just like a muscle car. It looks like a Charger or something. Now, what I was hearing, they put the engine in the back, so I think he got like a prototype engine in a car. Now, I guarantee you, I heard somebody else talking about this, and they was complaining how this car don't look like this, the car don't look like that. But I guarantee you that this car, they're going to use this car, and this car going to be destroyed, and he's going to have to move on to another car. They just going to have to use, this is his temporary car that he just put together real quick to get the job done. And that's cool. That's cool. That's cool for his first movie because you got to understand that he's just becoming Batman. So he's like, man, I need a fast car. I need somewhere I can get. I need something where I can catch people, chase people down. Not I can't just jump in a Honda Accord and catch these motherfuckers. I need something badass. And it looked like he just put this together. So I'm cool with that because I feel like this car is going to be gone by the time this movie's over. So that is the front view. It looked like a Charger or a muscle car. It looks cool. I like the way it looked. Like I said, if it's just a temporary car. So they have the other views now. I want to get show these other views they got of the car. Okay, so here's a rear view of it. That's the back of it. So as you can see, it's definitely altered, like an engine, some kind of engine back there. He probably got some kind of prototype engine that makes the car go so fast, and it just I mean the body frame is just like a muscle car. They got a couple. Excuse me. They got a couple. What's the name behind it? They got they got fins. It looked like they got two fins with the lights on there. It looks okay. It's not too bad though. It's sometimes if it was like the fans kind of like the Batman Forever fans, I'd be like no. But the fans don't. That I mean I don't know if it's fan. It's like pointy. The two back tail lights are pointy, so that's kind of like fans. I'm cool with that because it don't look ridiculous. It looks cool. So he obviously got some kind of modified engine back there. Got some kind of engine, probably some prototype jet engine or something with afterburners that's going to make him go probably like, I don't know, very fast. So, yeah, it's just a muscle car. But like I said, this is a temporary car that's probably going to be destroyed before the movie's over. That's what people got to keep in mind. This is his first year as Batman. So we can't be getting the Batmobile that's his best Batmobile. This is his first Batmobile. This is like, man, look, let me put something together so I can get places fast. But, I ain't I ain't got time to put together like the best car possible. I just need something fast and it's light. So I think that's what that is. Okay, so here's a better look at the back. He definitely got an afterburner on there. So now I'm not a mechanic. I'm not a car enthusiast, so I don't know exactly what I'm looking at. But it appears that he has a engine in the back. So he put the engine in the back, and he's got a big old exhaust back there. So I'm looking like I'm pretty sure that's the afterburner. So I'm pretty sure that's going to spit out fire. So it's going to spit hot fire. So it looks cool, but like I said, it's temporary. So I'm cool with that. I was hearing some other people complain about it. I'm like, why? Because this is not the Batmobile. This is a Batmobile. This is not even a Batmobile. This is just a car he's putting together before he creates the Batmobile. This is going to be the catalyst. When he realized this car is not strong enough, it's going to get destroyed. He's like, okay, I need something, and I'm cool with that because it's early. If people just wait and think, why would he have the Batmobile like right away? A lot of this stuff, it gets made after time. So you got to respect the prototypes and the experiments that the guys got to do before he get to what So I'm cool with that. I mean, because you're going to have something modified, but it's not going to be exactly what you need. That's my opinion on that. I'm just feel like the engine is definitely modified. It's like some big ass jet engine that's in the back of this. It's going to make him go faster, but I guarantee you he's going to have some issues with that, and then he's going to be like, okay, I need to build something stronger. I'm going to need something that's it's light but fast and also made to get through Gotham City, So it's, we'll find out on that. But I'm cool. Like I said, I'm cool with it. I see Batman like walking to the car. It looks kind of cool. I like it, man. I'm kind of excited for this movie, dude. I know, like I said, I've been hearing complaints from other channels, but I'm like, dude, yeah, I like it, man. because like I said, it's not the main. It's not the main car. It's just what we gonna. It's just um, until they done with. Um, I mean, I'm sorry. It's just until after this movie, they're gonna probably improve the design. That's the point. You know, you're gonna have a so-so design at first, and when it don't work, you get the better design. That's when we're gonna get that better back car. So they only got 3 pictures. Those are the 3 pictures. They got a front view, a view from the back with the engine, and another view kind of from the side and the back, which is, pretty good views. Like I said, I like it. I like it. I like the way he looked. I like the way the Batman looks. I like the car. I don't have a problem. I don't see what people complaining about. I think that some people was ready to hate it anyway. So and that's how it is, man. When you already think it's not going to be good, and even when there's nothing wrong with it, you're going to find stuff. Looking at the front, it's got got the vents. I guess they got extra vents on there to blow the air out or whatever. Look, I'm not a mechanic. I don't really know exactly what you need to soup up a muscle car, but it's obviously like a muscle car. I mean, my only problem with this design, is this looks like something that could be in Fast and the Furious. I'm sure somebody said that before. It looks like something that could be in Fast and the Furious, man. It looks like something Van Diesel made in one of the Fast and Furious. Like, oh yeah, give me that engine in my Charger. It's kind of like, I mean, the way they do Fast and the Furious, that is possible where they'll say, oh, this is a super prototype engine, and it can make your car go 300 miles per hour or whatever. And in the Fast and Furious universe, that's possible. So and then of course Van Diesel gonna be driving it, and I'm looking at that car. That kind of looked like that little modified Charger he had in the last one, and the Fate of the Furious. It looked like that car in there where he had some souped up Charger that didn't even look real. I'm thinking like, yeah, it looks like that. So I'm like, okay, you don't want to be mentioned in the same breath as Fast and the Furious franchise if you Batman. It's just gonna take your credibility away, and that's the problem. That's the only problem, because you got some people that don't really know about this, and then they're gonna see Fast and Furious. Oh, that's the same car? Is that the Batmobile? Like, no, Dad. It's just looks like the Batmobile. Well, it looks the same. Okay, so that's a problem. Okay, so when you got casual fans that don't know the difference, that's a problem. So, but like I said, I believe that car is going to be destroyed. I was getting another look at it. I believe that car is going to be destroyed before this movie's over, and we're gonna have to look at. It's like, I got an idea for another design. It's gonna have more of the Batmobile we know, but please keep the fins to a minimum, because I swear you just can't. So Batman always brands everything. Okay, he got bat shape, whatever. Everything he do is bat shape. That's cool for the time, but now it just kind of look kind of silly, because if you got everything you got like a bat shape to it, it just kind of look like you spent time shaping that like a bat for why? You know what I'm saying? It's just like, if you want to make it more realistic, you can't. It just looks silly for him to brand everything. I know that's how it is, but it's starting to be kind of silly. So you don't need the fins. I know everybody's like, oh, that's this trademark. Well, I mean, you gotta kind of change with the times a little bit. So you got to come up with a design where you can give some respect to the original, but you can't just make it like just the original. So, then you like, well, that's a tall order. Well, that's what they get paid for. They get paid millions of dollars. I mean, shit. You know what I'm saying? You get paid a lot of money to make that happen. So make it happen. All right. Yeah, that's my little reaction for the Batmobile. It looks cool. It looks you know what? Like I said, I like it. I think it's a temporary Batmobile. excuse me. I think it's a temporary Batmobile. It's not gonna be around forever. It's gonna be around for one movie, get destroyed, and then he's gonna come up with a design for the more traditional one that we know of. But yeah, I think the movie going in the right direction, man. I don't have no problems with what they doing right now. I'm kind of getting excited. I'm glad they're releasing some of this stuff. I'm kind of getting a little more excited for the movie. I want to see what we're going to get. Then I was hearing details about it's going to be all these different villains in there. So I don't know how they're going to pull all these villains out there as in his supposed to be his first year as Batman. It's like, damn. The villains had got built up over years, but okay. So, all right. So that is my reaction for the Batman, the Batmobile. Looks good. I cannot wait till this movie come out, but it looks like we're going to be waiting for quite some time. So I'm gonna move on to another. Segment. I was gonna do the trailer reaction. I'm gonna do a trailer reaction for a movie that I want to see. A lot of people ain't been talking about this movie, and this movie probably just like this movie is probably a couple years too late. Excuse me. It's a movie called Artemis Fowl. It's called Artemis Fowl, and let's see here. I think it come out this summer. It was a book first. The reason why I say it's a couple years too late because it was kind of like a YA novel. But we got a couple movies already like this, where it's kind of like a young boy that's mature for his age, that's got adventures, running into adventures and shit. And I say it's a couple years too late because we had other movies. They tried to do other movies that was kind of similar to this, and they kind of, I ain't gonna say they flopped, but they didn't do well, or they didn't do big numbers, and they kind of like, okay, it's time to move on. Because this is kind of like, okay, the girl YA novel, the YA novels that was for girls were like Hunger Games, Allegiant. Oh, sorry. Is it called Allegiant? No, what was the first one? Divergent. Hunger Games, Divergent, stuff like that. So they had kind of like the boys' fan fiction was like Maze Runner, Ender's Game, so they had other movies that they came out with, and they didn't flop, they did okay, but that genre kind of passed. So this movie coming out, while the genre is kind of over, being like a fad, and I don't know what it's gonna do. So let me watch this trailer. I watched that first trailer, and it was cool. It was cool, but let me see what this trailer look like and see if it's gonna bring me back to liking this. Doubt that. Idiot. Okay. All right. So Artemis Fowl trailer.
We want to know everything about the man you work for. The man? Oh no. This isn't about the father. This is about the son, Artemis Fowl.
You've grown strong, son. And smarter than I ever imagined.
Then take me with you.
You're all I have now, Artie. There's just one very important thing I have to do.
Authorities launched a worldwide manhunt for the famous collector. He is suspected to have been behind some of the biggest robberies ever.
Dad. Hello?
Your family has taken something of great value from us. Return it to me or I will destroy everything you love.
You weren't supposed to see this yet. Your father is in a complicated profession. For years, he has protected powerful secrets that have kept mankind safe from the dangers of another world. It's time to face your destiny.
Now look around, this is what they call greatness.
But we are not alone in this.
Multitudes, just a talented giant dwarf.
And I'm Holly Short, your ally on the other side. It's real. All right, save my father, save the world.
Whole team ready, tell them we on deck.
Scared, Artemis?
I prefer scared to dead.
An army is coming.
You think you can beat us?
We'll see.
Who do you think you are?
I'm the next criminal mastermind.
Now look around, this is what they call greatness.
I didn't read much on trolls. Anything I should look out for?
The teeth.
They eat people. Good to know.
Artemis Fowl. All right, you know what? I'm not gonna get into a long thing about this. I'm not gonna get into a long discussion about this. Movies like that, it's not bad. I ain't gonna say it's didn't look entertaining and colorful, and some of the special effects looks good, but as I said, movies like that it's too late. That fad is over. You're going to get some of the original fans of the book. You're going to get some kids in there to, oh, it's a kid, it's the main star. But I'm telling you, it don't look like something I ain't seen before. And it's got, it got some familiar faces in there. I saw Colin Farrell was the dad. And then the original trailer actually looked better because you didn't see you saw less of the plot. You just saw more of the spectacle. That by giving me the plot, it looks kind of cliched, like the same kind of story I've seen. And I don't know the name of that actor, the butler, the big black guy. That blonde hair looks silly. Why did they do that? Now, I did see some of the original artwork for the. I guess it was pretty sure it was just a book. It wasn't like excuse me. I don't think it was a graphic novel or anything. But the original artwork, it was the butler was like it was a big white dude. I think he was bald. It could have been, but. I'm looking like, okay, so you're gonna change the ethnicity of the character. That's fine, but you give him blonde hair. Why? Like he looks silly with that blonde hair. I mean, what? Anyway, I didn't. That was a bad choice. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Whoever did that was a bad choice. The dialogue in there sounds so cliched. I'm like, okay, this movie's gonna come and go. I'm pretty sure. And I ain't trying to hate on it because I know people that's fans of the book are going to be hitting me up like, you don't know what you're talking about, man. I'm just telling you what I see, man. It's too late for this. You had Ready Player One, Ender's Game, Maze Runner. They've been through all these already. This is just like the person coming to the party after the lights just shut off. Like, hey, I'm here. It's like, party's over, bro. What you doing? Everybody went home. So, I mean, sorry, dog. Show's over and you ready to perform, but, even if you good, nobody's going to see it. So, that's my reaction for that Artemis Fowl trailer. It's just too late for this YA novel nonsense. But I mean, it looks like it's a little entertaining. I'm gonna check it out and do a little review for it. But I'm telling you my opinion right now. It don't look like nothing that I haven't seen before, man. The fairies and the trolls and like, oh god, I'm a little tired of this. I'm burnt out on fantasy right now, man. Like fantasy and sci-fi. Like, and that's what's wrong with Hollywood, man. Every time something works, Hollywood just beats you over the head with it until you tired of it, and then they move on to the next genre. You know, it's like it's no originality. They just say, oh, this movie made a lot of money. Let's make another one. Let's make one like it. So you got one company make a hit, other companies jump on that and just try to make the same kind. And movies like this come in too late. It's like, okay, if you'd have made this movie in 2016, it probably would have got some traction. But it's 2020. Nobody's interested in that YA genre. That's past, dude. You late. Sorry. So, I'll try to get a review up for that. You know, whenever it comes out in May. So, you know, maybe it'll be something we can check out. But until then, I don't think that's I don't think it's gonna do that much. So, that's my review. I'm sorry, that's my reaction for that trailer. Same old. Excuse me. So, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off, man. I didn't have that much to talk about. You know, I was talking about that Batman, the Batmobile, and I was looking to see if there's any other trailers to talk about. It ain't really no trailers or nothing that's that interesting right now. But I'm going to do some probably this weekend. So be on the lookout this weekend for a couple of streams if we can get together and do the stream. I'm talking about the whole crew. So as of right now, I'm going to just go ahead wrap up. So thanks for checking out the stream. Anybody that's in the stream, appreciate you. And subscribe to the channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel so we can get up to 1,000 subs. We trying to do that. So any subscriptions will be much appreciated. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Peace.